James Melendez, James the Tech Guy. This video is going to be about looking at your Mac OS to see how many iPhotos you might have, and in doing so, to save you some space. Stay tuned. So this is just my desktop, and it's actually just looking at my particular screenshot to iPhotos. I'll show you where I found this. So basically I got here because I looked at my particular space on my computer, and I'm always challenged because I'm a videographer. I make a lot of videos, and looking at this I was just noticing in terms of just my hard drive, that's obviously very large. Then I looked at photos, and that's actually not too bad, 7.84 gigabytes. I'm always trying to bring this down because I have so little space all the time. So what I decided to look at was iPhoto, and I just stumbled on this one day. And I'm not really sure, I think I was just doing a search in terms of the Finder, and I found that there were two different iPhotos. I did a test, and in this test I found, well, wait a minute, there's iPhoto here, this is an old version, and then I have my iPhoto down here. Obviously two different icons. So what I did was I just looked at my old iPhoto. So here are photos, and for whatever reason, when I migrated over to the later version of the Mac OS, it seemed to keep both this particular version of iPhoto and the brand new version of iPhoto. And actually iPhoto is just called Photos now. But in looking at this, I just thought, well, wait a minute, I have so many repeats. And then when you went back here, you're like, well, wait a minute, these aren't, of course I did clear out quite a number of them. And so I just did a test, say I removed all of these particular photos, and then went back and obviously copied them into a hard drive, double checking to make sure that I was not going to delete the only set of photos that I would want to have in the future. So after that test, I was satisfied, and I would actually recommend to you to do that as well. If photos are really important to you, as they are to me, you might want to do the same test, which is, take these photos and copy them to, you'll see right here I have my passport. So I just moved things over to my passport and did this test. And the worst case scenario is that I would have them on my passport. So here you can see that I have all these other photos, and I'm just going to quickly select all of them. I'm going to send these to the trash, delete items, and in this version of iPhoto, you have to, just like you do in the current photo application, you have to go to trash. And in trash, you can actually empty the trash and get rid of every single item here. Now, to double check that, you can just view your iPhotos or photos in your latest version of this application, and they are all here. This is version 1.5, and so I think do what you need to do in terms of feel comfortable about removing this. And another test was I've imported photos through the import function, and the OS will just take them to Photos. They won't go to the iPhotos. So that's one way. I've removed about 5,000 photos on here, which is a really great way of saving some space. So I hope this video is helpful, and just for your information's sake, I'm not running the latest OS. I just felt it was not necessary to do so. This is El Capitan. Every single time I move forward, I end up losing something, and hence I figured, for right now, for what I'm doing, for my video making, my photos, music, etc., this is actually what, I don't want to make my life more difficult. I've done that in the past. So I hope this is helpful. And so stay tuned for more videos to come on Technology Hints. Thank you again for watching today. Stay tuned for more. Salute.